Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about drop D and how you can find this little box here that becomes almost like a ultimate riff builder. It's a bit of a cheat code to building riffs. It's like a little too easy, but it's super fun, super effective for bluesy kind of swampy stuff. And I did a video a few months back about Southern rock, and in that video we went down to drop D. And I was talking a little bit about this box at the very end of the video, but we didn't go too deep into it. So let's get a bit further into it today. So if you are in drop D and you want to play a minor pentatonic scale, get some bluesy kind of swampy stuff out of a minor pentatonic, you can end up with this shape, starting from the low D. Okay, and as you can see, that's created this box, this little sort of shape between the 3 and 5. Now that's going to be really handy if you're trying to write a riff, okay? It's all just right there. So a lot of the times what you'll hear is these riffs starting on that low D, That creates just a nice solid starting point, on beat 1, right? So, and then after you do that, you can use that box to come up with a bit of a, melodic idea, sort of riff motif kind of thing. So I'm going to show you something like that now. So 3, 4. Right, so I was just going low D and then really simple, but sounds really it's effective, right? So generally you'll get a riff or a motif that is cycled around, and that can go around a different number of times, but quite often you'll get a bar of 4, so a 4-bar cycle. And what can be nice to do is you play that for the first 3 bars, and then on the 4th bar, you can break that riff up so it's not just going around and around. Create a little bit of resolution at the end of that 4-bar cycle. And the way you can do that is with these power chord shapes. So if you're in drop D, the 3 notes on the bottom 3 strings on the same fret, you get a power chord, right? So the 3rd fret and the 5th fret are going to work really well for minor pentatonic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play that riff, and then on the 4th bar, use that chordal movement, those power chords, to kind of break up the riff and make it cycle back around. Give it some resolution. So here we go. 3, 4. And then I'm back into it. So yeah, what I did there, I went up to the 3rd fret, 5th, and then I went sort of tying back in to like a rhythmic cue of what was happening in the riff. Cool. So there you've got like a bit of a framework for how you might want to be building a riff. And of course, if you're writing it as your own music, you can do whatever you want. There's no real rules, but stylistically, there's a really good framework to use just to start exploring this kind of stuff for yourself. Now, some other places on the neck for these power chords that will work well in this tonality of, D minor pentatonic. So we had the 3rd and the 5th. The 10th is going to work well as well. So, and then obviously the 12th fret is just your octave of your open D. So that's going to work well as well. So, explore all that, and different ideas, for the riffs. Like you can. So that was just, I was just making up something different on the spot, but kind of using similar kind of framework of riff for 3 bars, power chords to sort of resolve it. A song that kind of uses this sort of method is Chris Stapleton, "Devil Always Made Me Think Twice." You got right, similar kind of thing, and there's just sort of endless possibilities and different variations you can use there. All right, cool guys. If you are interested in learning the intro that I was playing, that specific part, that specific riff, I've got that written out over on my Patreon, so you'll have the tab and the backing track. So, if that interests you and you want to, start tackling that, head on over there and give me a subscribe and a like here. That will help. And I hope that was a fun lesson for you guys. And we'll catch you in the next one. All right, see you then.